This is me, Sean. Today I'm welcomed by a very special guest. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Megan. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
Hey, no plugs, no plugs. Go ahead, Megan.
At Megan Coffrin.
Megan, thanks a lot. Now you reveal our last name. But today we will be talking about a new movie called A Wrinkle in Time. So Megan, would you start us off?
So I thought we should do a spoiler-free part. And
We're doing spoiler. We're only doing spoiler-free.
No, I want to talk about it.
Okay, fine.
It's going to be spoiler-free for the first part, and spoilers for the second part. So I think we should do like a one-statement thing. Like,
okay,
your overall opinion of it.
Okay, like
spoiler-free.
Well, to me, the best part about the movie is Chris Pine.
That's your overall opinion.
Said, like the other people do good jobs. Just like Chris Pine is like having the best time in this movie.
Like he did the best acting in it. Is what you're getting at?
Yeah,
okay.
That's like the other actors, the exception of that kid. Like, why think they call him Wallace? David Wallace.
Wallace.
Charles Wallace. Sorry. Why couldn't they just call him by his first name?
His name is Charles Wallace.
So his name is just two names?
His last name is not Wallace, it's Murray.
Oh. Like, why would you have two names as your first name?
People have two names. Like, have you heard the name Anne Marie?
No. But this movie reminds me of two things that I really like. No, Megan, could you hold the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're getting...
Sorry, I'm covering it.
Like,
oh my god.
Okay, it reminds me of two things I really like. It reminds you of Doctor Strange, a really good movie. You should all check it out. And Kingdom Hearts, and I'll explain why. Because pretty much,
you like it because it reminds you of those?
No, it reminds me of that. Like pretty much, you know the whole part where they're they're doing all that sorcery crap.
Is this spoiler filled?
No, it's not. It's not spoiler filled. It's like, remember that part where they're doing all that stuff?
Yeah.
It's like Doctor Strange.
Okay.
And like there's like the main bad guys, like this darkness thing that like give a brief sum up of the plot. Okay.
Let's save your Kingdom Hearts thing, okay?
Yeah.
Because I want to do the overall thing. Okay, so I highly recommend this movie. It's a great movie for middle school kids, like 5th grade to 8th grade.
Yeah.
I think it's great for boys and girls. It's about this young girl named Meg. She's
your name is Megan.
Yeah, but like her full name is Margaret. Meg's just a nickname.
Margaret, wouldn't it be just Mag?
I'll explain to you later, okay, about her name. So it's about this girl named Meg. She's like 12, I think. She's in middle school, and when she's like in elementary school, her father goes missing, and they like don't know what happened to him. And she has a younger brother named he was adopted, Charles Wallace. And they, like 1 week after they adopted Charles Wallace, he goes missing.
Convenient.
And, dude, you sound like the people in the movie. So he's a scientist. He and his wife are both doctors. They're science doctors. And they're trying to figure out how to travel through space and time in a very convenient way. And like a lot of people are like, what? Like, how can you travel so fast, so quickly? Like, it takes light years to travel between different galaxies and stuff. And these 3 witches, who are like celestial beings.
You mean they were related to Star-Lord?
No.
Oh man, that would've been awesome.
They're like superior beings.
Hashtag Guardians is a part of Disney, the Disney universe, the Disneyverse.
Whatever. And they try to help Meg find her father. And joining them is Calvin, who's a friend of Meg. I like Calvin too. And her brother Charles Wallace, who's like a kid genius, and he's very blunt and honest. Yeah. So what I liked about the movie, spoiler free, I liked the relationship between Meg and Charles Wallace. Like, they had a good relationship.
Yeah, like Chris Pine was like the best actor in the movie.
Yeah, like I loved his relationship between Meg and just like all the emotion that they had together. There's like a lot of flashback scenes for them, like before he was gone, and I really liked that. I thought those were good moments.
One part I hate about the flashbacks is that they could never they always had that put in music.
The music was out of place.
Yeah,
they had good music, but it just wasn't. It didn't feel right.
think about why not just show the scene without the music. It would have been much better.
There's like one part where it was like, this is completely unnecessary.
Like the part where like he's about to go away.
Yeah.
Like this is supposed to be like a really big moment. Have it completely silence, or like having that when like that poor
or just like have the mother sing the lullaby. Yeah, I was mad about that. I like Calvin. I think he had good chemistry between Meg.
I know one of the witches. She was from like The Office, where she played a character that was so annoying. I wanted her to shut up.
Okay. The three witches, I liked all three of them. I thought, but Reese Witherspoon's character, like her comedy only worked like half the time. Okay. Like I laughed at like half her jokes.
But so want to get into spoilers?
Yeah, let's get into spoilers. I highly recommend it.
So
you should go see it.
Now, if you haven't seen the movie, we're checking off here. We're like this, like your spoiler part of the review. So let's wait before we get into the spoilers. Let's just give up our like rating for the movie.
I'll give it a 7.
I give it an 8. Wait, like an 8 or a 7. I think like the movie does have lots of problems.
It was slow partially. Like it was slow in the beginning, and like I feel like it was made for more of your age range and not for mine.
But like one problem I have with the movie is that like the fact that what type of bully would like put something on their locker saying, "Congrats on your dad disappearing."
That has nothing to do with the movie. It's just people are cool, Sean.
But it's just like
it has nothing to do with the
even
movie.
people I go to school with who are assholes, they wouldn't do shit like that.
Wow, language.
Well, sorry, this isn't a G-rated show. Okay, this is PG-13 show.
Okay. PG-13. Ooh.
Yeah, coming to a theater near you.
So next thing.
Let's talk about the reason why the movie reminds me of Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, you talk about that.
Because like in Kingdom Hearts, one of the major bad guys is like the Heartless. They travel to all worlds, trying to like engulf the world in darkness. This is similar like with the main villain called the It, and when he first said like this, so it's Pennywise who's the main villain. That would have been cool. Oh, I know. Then the movie went R-rated, and they can't show like this is a Disney movie. They can't show like a children getting his arm eaten off of him.
Yeah. Can I talk about what I liked and what?
But it's like the main villain like pretty much wants to spread darkness all over the world. Like, no wonder because the Kingdom Hearts games were made by Disney, so I guess they wanted to take wait, this video has to be under 15 minutes long.
Okay, we might have to do part 1 and part 2, or learn how to edit a video.
Okay, so like, just give up your thoughts
okay,
on,
like I feel like this big problem for someone who's read the book. Yeah. I feel like people who haven't read it, like you don't need to read it going into it. But the one problem for me was that there's a scene in it, the beach scene, where like Charles Wallace becomes a part of it. It is basically a mind control person. Like, he controls everyone's thoughts and actions, and they talk very robotically. So
it's like a Jedi mind trick?
No.
Oh, man, that would have been so cool.
And...
Well, Disney owns, like, everything now.
Oh my god,
Disney's
stop
our new...
interrupting me!
Sorry.
We're gonna have to, like, do edits or something. Anyway. So, I was going to...
Just finish.
Oh my god, can we stop?
No, I'm holding the camera. Just give your thoughts.
Okay. So, for someone who's read the book, one problem I had was there's the beach scene in the movie. Mm-hmm. Like, when Charles Wallace becomes a part of it. Like, it's very confusing to someone who hasn't read the book. Because in the book, they talk about how... Oh, God. Can't do this. In the book... They meet it, like, they go to a building where it lives, and they basically, one of, like, Michael Pena's character, like, that weird guy that was dressed in weird clothes.
He looks familiar to me.
Anyway, that's basically his character, and he, like, tries to convince them to become a part of it. In the book, Charles Wallace is like, I'll become a part of it, like, has self-sacrifice in order to help them find their father. Mm-hmm. But in this, it kind of got downplayed. Yeah. Like, it was just, like, it just came out of nowhere. They do make a reference to the book with the times tables. Yeah. Did you notice that?
No.
Like, twice times 3 equals 6, that kind of thing. So, like, they do that in the book, but, like, it just didn't, the way they adapted it didn't make sense. I felt the movie was slow in the beginning. Like the first 5 minutes was great, but like the part where she meets Calvin, like Calvin's just like, I just like had this feeling, and like the way they shot that scene, they were like focusing on other details, and like the characters like kind of pushed to the background, and they like
show like the old people at like the porches.
Yeah, the main focus wasn't on the characters, it was the background, and like the way they were talking was so like wasn't connected as much, and it just like didn't feel connected at all. I liked the diversity in the film. I think that's like one of the main points out of this film is like the importance of diversity, and that you can do diverse casting, you can have like diverse directors, like a woman of color directed this film, and I think it's important to support people of
diversity matters.
Hashtag
diversity matters.
It matters, and it like even like the smaller characters were diverse, like the beach guy and the principal, like and there was like a mix of all races, and it shows that anyone of any race or gender can be in a film. And like I think that's what's great about fantasy is that it doesn't matter because it's all fictional. So like why does it all have to be white, you know? Yeah, like in Harry Potter, it's a fantasy film. Yeah. And
there's
like,
a lot of white characters.
Yeah, like a lot of people see Hermione as a black character when they read the books, but then they casted Emma Watson.
Who sadly her career is not going very well.
And like in the books, Meg, they don't make mention to any of the characters' races. Like, they have an interracial couple, which is great. And the witches, they, like, change forms all the time, so they don't have a true race.
It's just that, like, the one who's, like, transformed to that thing, she reminded me a lot of, like, the Tooth Fairy from Rise of the Guardians.
Yes, that's what, she looks so, like, that movie.
So they're like this, we're going to steal something from DreamWorks, like, we can do whatever we want, DreamWorks, we're the new...
So if you've seen Rise of the Guardians, the DreamWorks movie, she has the face of the Tooth Fairy and then the body of a leaf. Yeah. That was so weird.
Shall we wrap this up?
Yeah.
So this movie was good. Out of the 4 movies I've seen this year, that being Death Cure, Black Panther, the Full Metal Alchemist movie, and this, I'd say this is the 3rd best. It was not as good as Death Cure or as Black Panther, so this movie gets an 8 out of 10, so that's good. What did you give it again?
I'll give it a 7.
So, yeah, bye, everyone. I hope you have a good day.
Bye! Follow me on Instagram and Twitter.
My next review will probably be Jessica Jones Season 2, as I finished the first 2 episodes. I hope it's going to be good. So, bye.
Bye.